Exactly 10 years later since its debut, and now in its second generation, this right here is the 2025 Audi Q7. Hello and welcome to the Twofold channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you everything about this new Audi Q7, from the looks to inside, where we talk about the tech and comfort and the 7-seat configuration, and then we take it on a drive, and then we close it off with our final take on this baby over here. So stay tuned. So first things first, as all things go in our videos, we have to talk about the looks on this new Q7. So what you're greeted with is pretty much a single frame grille up in front with some chrome detailing and some chrome all around. It looks really nice. And then to the sides, you get those new LED, customizable LED lights with some daytime running signatures in there. And then to the sides, because this car, you get those 21-inch wheels as standard. They have a nice frame to them, and then to the rear you get new light technology as well coming through on this car. Then I think we can then look inside what's in there. So inside the Audi Q7, it's a very familiar space to be in. It sort of reminds me of the SQ8 and even the RSQ8 that we reviewed before, but it's a very similar space, quite dated. You get a big steering wheel here with some breathable leather on the sides, some S badging at the bottom. It's a multifunction steering wheel with some shortcuts for you to control, from your music to how you customize the screen in front of you, which is the screen with all your instrumentals. Very big, very clear as well. I like the different views it can give you, from looking at the map to looking at your figures, driving figures. And then to the center, we have that familiar infotainment screen here coming through with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Not the best or intuitive one when it comes to connecting with your mobile devices, because as soon as you start up the car, it'll take a few seconds for everything to sync and connect again, which is kind of given nowadays, you know, instant gratification. You just want to get in and go and things connecting. But there's that. And then you get another screen for all your infotainment right underneath that, for your ACs rather, where you can control the aircon, the strength or the power of the fans. You can do that all there, including the seats as well, heating them up and cooling them down. And then further down below, you have your gear selector, followed by your brake, electronic brake, handle, and then you have two cup holders. And then further down, there is a little cubby here that has a wireless car charger, and then you have leather seats all around the vehicle. But back to the front, to the dashboard, so we can just complete that. You get leather with some nice stitching. There's that piano black coming through, which I really hate because of fingerprints. Then you get your other bigger cubby or glove compartment there. Like I said, leather seats all around with S badging, because this car comes in an S-line variant, which is really nice for this Audi. And then you have 7 seats in this vehicle, actually. Very spacious there. It's enough for, a kid, I want to say a younger kid in the late teens. An adult can also fit comfortably, but I wouldn't recommend it for longer rides. If you're cruising around the city maybe, then yes, definitely do that. But don't take them on a trip from Joburg to, the Hoedspruit or anything like that. They will struggle. But it does chow your boot space a little bit. But let's talk about the boot right now. Let me show you quickly. So when it comes to the boot space, this is what I wanted to show you essentially. With all 7 seats up, you get about 295 liters of boot space, which is not a lot. And given that we're shooting with our equipment and 2 laptops, it's quite cramped up. But once you have the 2 seats down, you get about 770 liters, which is more than adequate. What I like about that middle row of seats is that you can actually push them forwards and backwards to make or create more leg room for yourself as a passenger. Each seat individually can move back and forward, which is quite great as well. So that's that from a space and cargo space perspective. Now let's look at that engine before we take the car on the road. Finally, the best part, or the part that you've been waiting for. This Audi Q7 Platinum 55 TFSI is powered by a 3-liter turbo charged petrol engine. This V6 that is, and it's good for 250 kilowatts and 500 Newton meters of torque. Now, this engine mated to this car is perfect. We'll talk about the driving in a bit as soon as we're on it, but those are the figures that you're dealing with here on this car. I really like that, and I feel like the Q7 should just come with this engine standard, unless you're opting for the SQ7 and again the RS Q7 if there was one. So when it comes to driving the Audi Q7, what you're greeted with is a very smooth ride, because this car over here has adaptive air suspension, and that really just gobbles up all the impurities that you'll find on the road. It's very smooth, it's very comfortable. The steering wheel is magnificently light. It doesn't feel like it's a big or a long vehicle at all, a 7-seater at that. Earlier, I touched on the engine and I spoke about how it's well mated to the vehicle. Now, when you're driving it, especially around town, that's when it comes through. That light steering wheel, as you're twisting and turning, it just feels natural to you in this vehicle. And then when you're opening it up and you take it on a long drive, that's when it also gets to perform perfectly, and you're getting good figures with the range of about 700 on a full tank. This is a petrol engine, by the way, and then that comes through there beautifully as well. Now, to get your hands on this baby over here, the Platinum Edition of the Q7, it costs about 1.9 million rand, which I think, comparing it to what you can find, on the market, comparing its size, the price that you're paying for, and all the other players really in the field, it's quite a bargain, I think. And it comes with a host of other features, technology also, safety features are there, so there's really nothing to fault on this car. So then let's wrap up this review of the Audi Q7. Sure, that means we've come to the end of our time with the Audi Q7 Platinum. I've quite enjoyed it, and I hope you even learned a thing or two about this car that I didn't even know. But before we let you go, please make sure that you are subscribed to our channel right now so that you're the first one to know when we drop the latest content. We really love your support, and leave those comments down below in the comment section. Let us know what you thought about this review, and let me know what else you want to see. Maybe there's something that you want to see featured on this channel, and we'll see if we can make it happen. And please make sure that you share it with your friends and family. But from myself, Papi Mabele, and Gift behind the camera, and this beautiful Audi Q7, thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a good one. Up until next time. Cheers.